What's going on, everyone? TomGorian here, and welcome to round number 18 of the Racing Formula League Season 1 for the Xbox One. This week we are here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix, and there's only 3 rounds left of this season. After this race, the season's pretty much coming to an end. There's only 3 more races: America, Japan, the rerun, and then the finale in Brazil. As the championship stands, we cannot move anywhere. I think we can't gain any positions, so we are 5th in the championship, but we can certainly lose 5th place if we DNF 2 or even 1 race. So it's very important to try and get a good result in Canada. As far as practice is concerned, practice went really well. I really love this track in the dry, and I got used to it in the wet, so I did my fair share amount of practice this week, and I felt really confident in the car. And as you can see, in qualifying, it's actually heavy rain conditions, so I did do wet practice, but the only practice that I did in the rain was only intermediate conditions. I never did full wet conditions, so I think my setup is more suited to intermediate conditions than full wet conditions, so we're going to see what happens. So this is my first, the end of my first lap in qualifying in towards the chicane part. Nail that quite well, nearly lose the back end in towards 6th gear to take the tightest line, and we do a 1 minute 23.8, and that is 3rd place. But now, as you'll see on this start lap, this is probably my best lap of the season by far. So coming in towards the final chicane, and we lose the back end a little bit there in towards 5th gear, then 6th in towards start finish straight. We don't improve, but this is the lap where we do improve. So in towards turn 1, we clip the apex, shift down into 3rd gear, try to take the tightest line, have some momentum, early shift into 4th and then 5th to help traction use. In towards turns 3 and 4, very important not to cut the chicane. Early shift into 5th for traction. Turn 6 flat out, in towards the tricky turn 7 and 8, and we're actually purple by 7/10. So this is a really good lap. Rosberg has just set the quickest lap with a 1 minute 21, so we might get close. We are currently in the 22 so far. So let's see where we can go in towards the end of sector 2. And as you can see, green flags. We made a mistake earlier on in qualifying on the exit. We spun out and damaged our front wing. But in towards sector 3, and we are 1 whole second up. So this is a perfect lap. This is a perfect lap for us. Let's see where we can go. We need a good exit here in towards the main straight. I think the one thing with the wet setup, for my wet setup, was that we didn't really have the pace as far as straight line speed, but corners and exit, it was just perfect. As you can see, Little Rago's on pole, 1 minute 21. Let's see where we can go in towards the straight, and we actually do a 1 minute 22 flat, and that gives us P3 for the Canadian Grand Prix. We qualify ahead of Smithson, Vapid, Ninjaz, the championship leader. He's not had a good couple of rounds. He's really had some bad luck, and it's important for Ninjaz to get a good position. Lion's actually making his return. This is his first race of the season. I don't know why he's racing, but if you notice, there's a guy called I don't know, he's in the Ferrari, but as you can see, we're in P3, Smithson 4th, Vapid 5th, Ninjaz in 6th, Lion in 7th, Callum G 8th, Perez 9th, Red Devil 10th. But as you can see, not many qualifiers for this race, but we are starting P3, and it's dry conditions, so we're going to go on the super soft tyre. We're going to go long for the first stint. Our plan is to go for supers and then softs, but it's 5 lights for round 18, and it's lights out, and away we go. We try to get as less wheel spin as we can, but that didn't pan out. We go a little bit wide in towards turn 1 and turn 2. The Torro Rosso team have a chance to win the Constructors Title today if they finish 1st and 2nd, which is highly likely since these 2 are the quickest drivers of our league. So I am the only one out the top 10 who is starting on super softs, and Smithson goes diving down the inside. That was a bit impatient from him, so we're going to try and squeeze him. He pushes us, but he gets the move to stick, and Vapid is in P5. I don't know if Vapid has wing damage right now, but yeah, lag did play a massive part in this race. I don't know what's been happening, but the last couple of weeks, ever since Mexico, like, the lag has just been getting so much worse. Lag desync, cars getting affected, and I got affected by lag and desync in this race, and you'll see why in the next couple of laps. So anyway, it's lap 5. Lion is actually in P5, and we're just trying to chase down Smithson. Right now Smithson is quicker than us, but obviously we have the tyre advantage, so when his tyres are going to go off, that's when we're going to catch up to Smithson and maybe overtake him. So it's lap 9 right now. Lion, we're in P3 actually. I think Rosberg has done the undercut, so he's pit on lap 9, so I think he's going to go on softs, but we make a mistake there. We go a little bit, we take too much of the curb, and we've lost around about 2-3 temps to Smithson. This track is known for corner cutting. A lot of drivers have an issue with cutting the corners, but now it's lap 15. Smithson's weaving, and he actually goes into the pits, and this was one of the mistakes that I had in the race. I stayed out for one more lap. As you can see, Smithson's in the pits. Little Rye has came in, and my teammate, who is Tommy, Smithson invited Tommy. Tommy's not in our league, so I don't know what's going to happen to Tommy and Smithson. They're both probably going to get banned, but anyway, lap 16 we're going to come into the pits for our one and only stop. We're going to go on to the soft tyres, and there's no front wing change, so in we go. We're going to into the pits, and we should come out just behind Smithson. I can't imagine losing so much time, but as you can see, Lion has actually jumped us. That's a nightmare. Lion has actually jumped us in the pits, and we've lost P4. So the undercut has worked. The undercut works massively around this track, and this is where things go from bad to worse. So throughout the majority of this race, I was getting held up by Lion. I couldn't pass him since I was on the soft tyre and he was on the ultra softs. But anyway, we're going to go diving down the inside. We don't make contact. We have to go around the outside, and that is the move done. We didn't make any contact with Lion there. But this race, yeah, as you can see, Lion goes diving down the inside. That was way too aggressive from him. Lion, I don't know why, but as you can see, lap 21, we get past Lion, and now Mangala, who is Tommy, is in front of us, and then lag starts to happen, his connection, and then, what is he doing? His connection gives us a damaged front wing, and all the hard work, it's all gone. Yeah. Mangala was lagging, Tommy was lagging all over the place, and I don't know if it's his connection or I'm just going to blame on the game, but Lion, all the hard work that we did to overtake Lion is now gone, and I was raging right now because we had a chance to get a podium and that was all wasted. So yeah, we have to come in back into the pits for a new front wing and new tyres, which is not what we want, so we're going to be behind Lion. Now it's lap 23 and we are all over Perez. We're going to go diving down the inside because we don't care, and Lion is behind us. So if it wasn't for that lag instant, then we would have been fighting. But now it's lap 29, it's nearly the end of the race. We've got 6 more laps to go and we just can't get past Lion for whatever reason. He's on older supers, but knowing this track, the older the tyre, the quicker they are. So it's a bit of a shame. We're all over Lion. We have been all over him for the last couple of laps, but we just can't get past him for whatever reason. It's just a shame, really. And plus, Lion doesn't even race here. He's only raced once, and he can't get past. It's I just can't be bothered with it. Now, lap 30, we're still stuck behind him, and we're losing time to Cal. Lion tries to go defensive. We try to take the outside line. We try to late break him, but he forces us wide. for whatever reason, and he's given us a time penalty. So well done, Lion. Well done. So yeah, thanks to Lion. He's basically just ruined our race, held us up completely. We're going to try diving down the inside. He doesn't give us any room, and we nearly crash, which is a shame. Now on to lap 032. We tried to dive down the inside, but again, he's not giving us any room like we gave him room. So he's just, this is unfair driving right now. He's not letting us past. And as you'll see around about now, bad luck happens. We switch to the outside, then the inside. He cuts us, he forces wide, and yeah, we try to outbrake him, and then he hits us, and then bang, he gives us damaged front wing. He takes us out, and that is our race completely and utterly ruined by Lion, who doesn't even race here. We still score points, but at the end of the day, we should have scored a podium. I don't care what anyone says. I blame Lion for ruining my race, and if Lion doesn't get a penalty for that, then I don't know what does. So it's just one of those races. We had the pace, we qualified P3, we had the pace to keep up with Smithson. It was my fault really, because I should have came in exactly the same time as Smithson, but we just lost so much time. I don't know how we lost so much time there. I don't know how they gained so much time. Apparently we finished P7 actually, because Tommy got excluded. So yeah, I blame Lion and Tommy. Tommy lagged into us, giving us a damaged front wing, and Lion for holding us up. So it's just a shame that we couldn't really capitalize on a great performance. We had a great quali session, but we just couldn't convert that into the race. So yeah, until the next video, goodbye.